Today, as part of AIB's The Future Project, we're having a chat with Barry McKiernan, a 23-year-old actor. Having been born in Dublin, Barry has strong roots in both Leitrim and Longford, and his work has taken him all over Ireland, including a tour as part of the play The Importance of Being Earnest. He's also spent time in Galway working on the feature film Paper Rich, as well as a number of theatre productions. Barry joins us on the line now to have a chat about his work as an actor, as well as his future career aspirations. So, Barry, thanks a million for chatting to us this evening. You're quite experienced in the acting world at a relatively young age, so can you tell us what sort of work does it really take to make it in the industry, and what kind of challenges have you faced along the way?
Well, I suppose I have a fair bit of experience under my belt now, but I've only actually been acting for 3 years, so it's still I'm still learning a lot, and it's kind of one of those careers where you kind of just very much learn as you go. I suppose the most important thing really for me was to start training as an actor. A lot of people will say, "Oh, I want to be an actor, but out of the 100% of people who say that, only 1% go to train, and then out of the 1% who go to train, I'd say less than 1% get any work, so it's a hugely challenging career choice, so you really have to want it,
Okay, and as you said, you are still quite young and haven't only done it for 3 years. I imagine you have a lot of time left in the career ahead of you, but from the experience you've had so far, and especially working in Ireland, what are the kind of main challenges or the hardest things you've had to deal with in the past 3 years?
I suppose the hardest thing is kind of getting your name out there and being seen by the industry and by important people in the industry is the number one challenge for most actors. It's very hard to get yourself on stage in the first place, and then it's also very hard to get casting directors, agents and stuff like that to take an interest and come in to see you, so you can be doing very well, doing a lot of work and stuff like that, but unless kind of the right people see you at the right time, it can be, you're kind of just hitting a brick wall all the time. So that's very frustrating, when you're doing a show and it's going great and you have a great part in it, or you've done a small TV project or something, and then you've done it and you think that it's going to lead to something else, and then a lot of the time it doesn't, and you just kind of have to keep knocking on doors. So getting seen by the right people and networking is a big part of it, but it's also what I find the hardest part of it.
Okay, and just as a matter of interest then, what would you say is the favourite performance you've done or part you've played in your time in acting?
I suppose my favourite performance was I did a Woody Allen play called God and Death, where I played a character called Kleinman, and he's kind of just a very kind of neurotic, fidgety, kind of nervous guy. It was a comedy play, so comedy is kind of where I feel most comfortable. So that was a brilliant experience to do that, because I was literally on stage for the entire performance, had no exit, so it was kind of like a roller coaster. Once the lights were up, that was it. I was there, and there was no escaping backstage or anything at any point in the show. So that was a really good experience for me, just as an actor, to have that responsibility and to really have to focus on a part like that, because you can't slip up, because you let everyone down if you're not prepared and stuff. So I'd say that was my favourite part I've done, so I suppose.
Okay, and as you think about your future career then, where do you see yourself in 5 or 10 years' time, and kind of how do you plan to get there?
Well, I've recently got accepted into the National Academy of Dramatic Arts. So they take 16 actors a year, 8 guys and 8 girls, so I was lucky enough to get a place there. So I'm going to be there for the next 3 years training and networking, and then hopefully when I graduate from there, I'll be 20. I think I'll just be gone 26. So from there, I plan on, just really kind of selling myself here for the theatres and TV work and stuff like that. So 5 years time, it's kind of hard to say, because in this industry, one day could change everything for you. So it's better to kind of focus on the present and the work you're doing at the moment, because anything with this can just change in a day. But hopefully I'll be working.
Well, Barry, the very best of luck to you, and it's been great chatting to you this evening. Thanks a million for coming on to talk to us. Really appreciate it.
Cheers, thanks very much.
That's all for this evening's feature as part of AIB's The Future Project. Stay tuned to iRadio to hear more from up-and-coming talents from all around the region.
With AIB The Future Project, Allied Irish Bank plc is regulated by the Central Bank of Ireland.